Joining us to discuss more is Major Mohammed Ali Shah, defense expert. Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. We're, of course, discussing Netherlands' endeavor to send more F16's to Ukraine. As I was, earlier discussing with Mr. Srivastav, this war is still persisting, and it does not seem like it will abate anytime soon. What do you make of this move?
Right, on one hand, there's Denmark, Netherlands, they have said they will send their aircraft, the F16's, the American make, to Ukraine to fight the war. But they will, of course, not send their pilots. There'll be no boots on the ground. It would be manned, it would be flown by the Ukrainian pilots who have been trained in that. Now, again, as my friend Sanjeev Srivastava said, I hope these aircraft are used for self-defense and not for an offensive attack against Russia, because everyone is wanting this war to end. On the other hand, there is an involvement in the role of South Africa as well. South Africa, on the other hand, President Cyril Ramaphosa said they will not be forced to take sides with any global powers. In fact, he has vowed while preparing to host a summit of major emerging economies. Now, while Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava has already covered about the aircrafts which would be supplied by Netherlands and by Denmark to Ukraine, I would just highlight the part in the meeting. There was a meeting in Johannesburg this week of BRICS nations. That's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Now, this will seek to widen the influence and push for a shift in global geopolitics. Now, South Africa is hosting the summit. It had turned into a spotlight on its ties with the Kremlin, especially at its refused to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, again, I would reiterate the fact that while some of our detractors, they had said, I'm quoting them, right? They had said, while some of our detractors had preferred to overt support for their political and ideological choices, we will not be drawn into a contest between global powers. That's what Ramaphosa had said in a televised state of the he had said that. Now, when we see that they are parties, they are global powers who are supporting Ukraine. America came over to the supporting Ukraine. UK came, Germany came. There were various countries. Now, the very fact is, and Ukraine has been able to stay on, hold on, pull forward for this war for so long. Now, because they got support from external powers. But at the same time, would it be adding fuel to the fire? Yes, I would say in a way, yes. In a way, see the kind of energy and the kind of effort one is putting in to help Ukraine for self-defense. Well, I would say prevention is better than cure. In the first place, this war I wish it wouldn't have happened last year in February, in fact, 24th February, when Russia called it a military action and they went towards attacking Ukraine. And that time we were anticipating it will end in some time. But I had analyzed this on your very channel that time itself, that this is a very, very long drawn war. It will take a very long time. It will not be ending anytime soon. And that prophecy or that analysis is coming true. The very fact is, when they are global powers defending Ukraine, supporting Ukraine, and with all sympathy and empathy, I would say, to both the nations, to Russia and Ukraine, India is totally neutral. India has taken a very, very neutral stance. Now, we are neither, we do not favor Ukraine or Russia, but we want peace. We want peace in this world. We want peace everywhere. We do not want loss of damage of property, human lives, and such things. Now, is it fueling the fire? I would say yes, it is in a way fueling the fire. There is no doubt about that. But now, what is the choice? Apart from fueling the fire, what is the choice for them? They are various nations who are trying to play the role of an interlocutor. Interlocutor is the one who would be bringing talks between two warring factions, between two warring countries. So far, no country has come forward. There are countries who have tried their best, who have tried to hold talks. I think instead of helping anyone with armed ammunition, because a gun will never bring peace. A gun will always bring pieces. And I always believe that a land for which you kill for is not your land. For example, I would talk about the invasion of Crimea. A land which you can die for, which you can lay your life for, is your land. I would also say that. So I would say, I don't think peace will prevail when all the global powers are supplying arms, ammunition, and a whole lot of firepower to one particular nation just because they perceive it as weak. I've always called it a proxy war. It is a war between America and Russia, with Ukraine getting badgered in the middle, right in the middle, and that's what's happening. And I think the Western powers have played it very, very smart again by playing it as a shield through Ukraine.
Indeed, sir. With that, I would like to thank you as well as Mr. Srivastav for joining us on the broadcast and presenting your insights.